what's up, guys? I'm Cameron, and this is the first episode of Playcast. It's kind of a segment where we just talk about general gaming news or anything that really interests us that we can ramble on about for a little while playing games. Right now we're playing Magic the Gathering, Duels of the Planeswalkers 2013. I said 13. I am joined with the other video game guys, Brackett and Ferrant, of course. So, yes, you are. So, Russian meteor, anybody?
Pretty interesting story.
Yeah, everybody already knows, I'm assuming. I mean, if you haven't, then you need to crawl out of the meteor crater you came from. Anyway.
I think they would know about it if they were in the crater.
It was a bad pun, I get it.
Okay. Are you sure? They may have been in, like, cryostasis, bro. Like, you don't know.
Cryostasis?
Yeah.
Anyway, meteor struck...
They may have been going to, like, a new planet and shit, and then they crash land, and they're just like, I don't fucking know what's going on.
Well, of course the aliens wouldn't know what had happened.
I'm pretty sure they would realize they crashed in a meteor. They're a bit smarter than that if they have space
maybe
travel.
They died.
Then they wouldn't be... Then this whole thing is invalid.
I don't know. Anyway, back to the story. Oh yeah, the meteor, hit Russia, hit a place in Russia. The shockwave caused a bunch of windows to break out, and a little under 1,000 people, I think, were injured because of it. What was that?
Something like 1,000. What was it? I believe it was like a 2-mile radius that, like, most of the windows shattered from the earth. Yeah.
Wasn't it like a 4.6 or something on the Richter scale?
4.6 is a little bit high, but it's possible.
Alright, let's see.
I read that somewhere, but I don't know. It's the internet, man. You can't trust the internet.
I mean, on a scale to what? How high does the Richter scale go?
Infinite.
Well, what would be generally the highest recorded?
I don't know which one was the highest recorded, but the one about the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear reactor in China, that one was like an 8.9, if I recall.
Wasn't that Japan?
Japan, yeah. That's
recently, I actually saw it on the news this morning, is that people are trying to find fragments of the meteor and sell them because apparently they're worth... it was either 4 or 4,000 times more than the worth of gold.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm pretty sure it was 4,000, though that number seems a little bit high. Playing a game right now, so I can't really check my sources. That is the flaw of doing a podcast while you're playing a game. You can't really check your sources if you think you say something stupid.
Well,
yeah. A smartphone.
Cameron, the fact like you're just stupid to begin with, so it doesn't really make much of a difference. Oh yay!
Fair enough. Stairs to infinity. What does that do?
That's the plane we're on.
Oh, okay.
I don't like that plane. Why would you leave that on top?
Well, what does it do? Actually, never mind. I'm just going to read it myself.
I don't know.
I can't read it right now.
Because you're being attacked.
I can't block. I have nothing to block with.
That's what you get for swinging at me.
Yeah.
Damn it. Anyway, Sony Press Conference tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. What's happening tomorrow? Yeah.
I'm unfortunately going to be at work when it starts, so I'll have to watch a rerun of it on YouTube or something or whatever.
Yeah, that's tomorrow for us, by the way. When this is uploaded, it will probably not be tomorrow.
Well, I'm sure I'll hear all about it from people.
Well, yeah, but it will probably have happened by the time we put this up.
Actually, I'll probably put this up tonight.
Not bad. Okay, yeah, words.
Yes. It's probably, I mean, there's no chance that it won't be. PS4 is getting announced. That's one thing everybody's sure of.
Yeah.
I'm really interested in that, and the Xbox 720 or whatever it may be called when that is announced. The idea of not having discs, DRM only download games.
Yeah,
I don't really like the concept of that.
It's gonna be interesting, at least.
I mean, if you can only get games, you know, if you can only download games, what about people that don't really subscribe to those services? How's that gonna work for them? I mean, there are people that own, like, current-gen consoles without internet. It's not like that's an impossible thing. It's just... It's shutting out a part of their market, really.
I have a pretty good feeling that it's not going to be the entire market, is that...
Well, I'm just saying a part of it, not even necessarily a big part. It's just... You're going to be denying quite a few people your games.
Yeah, that's something you kind of just have to accept. When it comes to the moving of technology, or the progress of technology, some people are always going to be left behind.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But
I'm not saying it's a good thing. It's just how it works.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think their main goal there is they're trying to stop the used games market, because, you know, they don't get the profits from resold games. The retailers do.
Oh yeah, those are retailers.
But I think you said something about they technically can't do that, at least not in Europe.
Yeah. Again, things I read on the internet. You have to be able to resell something that you purchase, if I remember correctly, which I don't actually know. It's something similar to that, so it's going to be tricky to get around that. I know Steam, or Valve, actually, had to deal with that for a little bit. I don't remember what they did about it, though.
It's just, like... The idea of, you know, when you buy a game... Like, if you buy a physical copy of the game, you own that copy, right? Is that how that works? Or is it like with digital content where you are licensed the copy of said content?
I believe it's... You own the license, but the license must be able to be transferred, if I'm thinking correctly. I have no idea. But, oh, good. Yeah. Something like that.
And what about games that anybody's looking forward to that they hope get announced at the Sony conference?
Some Sly Cooper stuff, obviously.
Yeah, actually, I went to GameStop this morning to pick up copies of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Blue Rescue Team, and Explorers of Darkness, because I was feeling nostalgic. And I saw on their little monitor that they have a trailer for the new Sly Cooper game. Looks pretty interesting. Actually, I haven't really read much into the series at all, but it piqued my interest a little bit. I might follow that. A thing for me, I believe, is the possibility of Final Fantasy XIV moving from the PS3 to the PS4, and not really the game itself is what I'm looking forward to, but the finishing of the game, because the Kingdom Hearts team is developing that game, and they can't make Kingdom Hearts 3 until Final Fantasy Versus 13 is out, is done with.
Yeah, but Kingdom Hearts 3 is, I don't know. I don't usually follow the Kingdom Hearts saga. So.
I mean, you know, it's not for everybody, but it's a solid series in its own right. What about you, Albert? You haven't been speaking much.
The only thing I'm still wanting for it is a new Persona game.
Yeah.
They're making another one?
They said they're going to, but that's about as far as that went.
I thought they were releasing another game in the... It wasn't Persona, but it was another game in the Shin Megami Tensei series.
No, they have that versus Fire Emblem.
Oh yeah, what is that called?
Shin Megami Tensei versus Fire Emblem.
Oh yeah.
Great time.
Yeah. Keep up with these things.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Take it. What did I just do?
Oh god.
And I remember I was hoping that there would be a possibility of Kevin Butler appearing, but I was informed by, again, bracket, that he no longer represents Sony.
Again, things I read on the internet.
All your sources, bracket, are very, very trustworthy there.
Yep. They always are.
What are your main sources? YouTube?
For the most part, yeah.
Anyway, moving along from the Sony Press Conference, and again about download-only games in DRM, HTML DRM?
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
A thing that exists. Not yet, but it will exist. If the way I understood it is, in the next update of HTML, or I don't know if it's the next, but in some future update of HTML, some basic digital rights management system is going to be implemented, and it will also add support for stricter systems to be implemented into HTML web pages for the restriction of streaming media.
Yeah.
It's just it doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, because the only way I can really see that working for an independent person is on some sort of their own media website or something. And YouTube in the recent years has kind of made independent media websites obsolete, isn't that right?
In a way, yeah.
I mean, maybe for, I don't know, journalism, online journalism websites with some sort of subscriber system. Maybe it would work that way, but I just don't see it being widely used.
Well, one of the companies behind the HTML, or one of the companies that is backing the HTML DRM is in fact Google, which owns YouTube. So,
I mean, they'll probably implement it in some way on YouTube for something. I know they have movies on YouTube now.
Yeah, you have to actually buy those. So.
Oh, right.
You rent them.
Oh yeah, that's right. You do rent them.
It seems like YouTube is increasingly, and Google even, is just increasingly more obsessed with money, profit. YouTube these days is just all about profit now, unfortunately.
No, it's not all about profit. I mean, we're doing stuff.
Yeah, that's true. And it just seems like, the focus, they push it on, anybody could monetize their content nowadays.
Yeah, actually, I think literally anyone could.
Yeah, you could just go into your settings and in your video manager, just monetize. Oh, I want to make money.
Indeed.
And speaking of money, but also has nothing to do with money, the new Devil May Cry. Albert, you want to take this?
It's iffy. It all depends on your point of view. If you look at it from, hey, I love Devil May Cry's story, this is obviously going to explain what happens beforehand.
Oh.
No. Does nothing before, because it's an entirely new universe, new Dante, new company that made it.
So it's essentially the new Star Trek movie.
I have no say on that matter.
Which neither of you have seen, I assume.
I've seen parts of it.
Yeah,
I'm just going to assume there was lots of lens flare.
Well, yeah, lens flare.
Lens flare.
But the main beef with the new Devil May Cry was that the whole redesign of the Dante character, and a lot of people just mainly didn't give it a chance just because of the character redesign. And I can see that they were trying to humanize him a little bit, but the point of his character, I'm trying to find my words here. The infamy of his character was that he was just this ridiculous badass demon hunter, and people were complaining that it just doesn't fit the character with the redesign.
Yeah.
I mean, you explained as and spoilers here. You explain that as the game progresses, he becomes more like the old Dante, right?
Yeah, like his when he uses his devil trigger, his coat goes red. He gets the white hair, but that's about it. Comparing it to his best devil trigger from like Devil May Cry 3, it's nothing like that.
Okay. And I honestly, you're gonna crucify me for this, but I have not played Devil May Cry. I've only just been exposed to it because that happens in, the gaming mainstream. A lot of people hate the second one. Why is that?
That was when that Arabian-looking chick came in. I do not remember her name.
Yeah.
All I know...
The Arabian chick ruined it all?
I wouldn't say that. I would say she was just kind of there.
What do you mean there? Just kind of a filler character?
She was in that game, and then I don't think she was in anything else after that.
Was she a major character, though?
For that specific game, yes.
That's weird. I know that Devil May Cry originally started it was originally going to be a Resident Evil game, but the lead designer kind of saw that it was getting too away from Resident Evil, so they just decided to make a new game with it. Actually, now, this kind of piqued my interest now. I think I'm going to have to try Devil May Cry now. Just from this conversation. I'm confused. How exactly do you get that many monsters, or I don't know, on the field?
Magic.
You have a token generating deck, like I am using.
Yep.
So you're more of an attack-based person?
I was doing nothing until Bracky killed you off, so...
Yep.
Why not? Were you just waiting for me to die?
His army.
All I needed was an army.
Fair enough. Oh, now we're even. Oh, no, nope. This is exciting.
Having fun with all that land you're getting?
I told you, I do not. I don't like this one.
Yeah.
See...
I have 40 cards left in my deck.
Okay, I just want to point out, Falcon Wrath Noble should not have been able to hurt me from safe passage. Prevent all damage that is dealt to you this turn. He just hurt me. What is this? No.
What?
I shouldn't have been able to be dealt damage.
No. It's a target player loses 1 life, not is dealt damage.
Is lose life?
Yeah.
Well, you know what I have to say to that?
What are you doing?
Tapping him.
That doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, but now he can't swing at me. Now you only have 1 flyer to swing at me.
Back to the Sony conference. I really hope they announce a few new titles for the Vita, because it kind of seems like they're not using the Vita to its full potential, and that's what really disappointed me with the PSP Go, because they really neglected that big time. And it's just, I hope they don't make the same mistake with the Vita, because it's a really powerful console. It's got a lot of potential,
Speaking of Feta, PlayStation All Stars just got new characters in it.
Oh, yeah, what was it again? Who
They
were
got
again?
Cat from Gravity Rush and Emmett Graves from Starhawk, I think it was. I have not played the game, but
I have no idea what's going on.
The funny thing is I haven't heard of either of those characters. I mean, I've heard of the Gravity Rush, but I haven't heard of, the character. And what's going on here?
Bragg is trying to get that little 1/1 to die, but I'm not gonna let it. Oh yeah, nope, I just won. Wait, does he need to swing? Damn it, he needs to swing.
Oh no.
Speaking of PlayStation All Stars, I don't like that game. I shouldn't say that. I don't like that game aesthetically.
Yeah.
As you were pointing, Albert was playing it earlier, and you said something about the little characters from Patapon were in the background, while in the foreground there was Hades from God of War, while two Dantes were fighting each other.
Yeah.
It's just clashing visual styles. Sony didn't really make any attempt to stylize anything. They just...
Well, it was technically... I guess you could technically say that it was stylized in the vein of the rest of their characters. But that doesn't...
It doesn't really... That doesn't justify it.
Yeah.
It's just so ridiculous in its execution. It's like the game is just trying too hard to appeal to super hardcore Sony fanboys.
Which it did.
Yeah, I'm sure it did. But it's just... If you're gonna try and make a game like that, try and make it... Design it in a way where you could have a bigger demographic than just your hardcore fanboys.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Super Smash Brothers. Like, not any. I don't know anybody that doesn't like that game. Honestly,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm speaking from a personal standpoint.
Yeah.
It's just it's stylized well. It's memorable. It's just designed with a larger demographic in mind, not just super hardcore Nintendo fanboys,
Usually, yeah.
But then again, to be fair, most of the characters are more well known than the characters that Sony got.
Well, Sony got, like, Jak and Daxter, they got Ratchet and Clank, Dante, Nathan Drake, Parappa the Rapper, which doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I didn't get the Parappa the Rapper one. One didn't make sense to me at all.
Also, Sackboy, that didn't make sense either.
Yeah, that was weird.
Sackboy, I can kind of understand. I could see him being in a fighting game. For some reason, I don't know why.
Yeah. Who is that character in Brawl that really didn't belong? Oh, God.
Pit? Sonic?
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm talking about anymore.
Master Hand?
I really hope I did not just kill myself.
Oh, I really hope you did.
What did you do?
3, 2...
2...
Yes!
1...
Oh, you are so lucky.
Wow.
Oh, that would have been perfect.
That would have been so stupid.
Yes, it would have, but it would have been awesome.
So, I'm assuming this in-game button just drops me out of the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't want to click that.
No.
No, not really.
When you die, does it always display a -1?
You just died by having 20 or whatever 1 over.
Yeah.
He didn't hit you for exactly 20 or whatever you were at. He hit you for 1 over that.
Okay.
I'd like to note that I've drawn land every single time.
I'm fine with this because I win next turn.
You sure about that?
Well, we'll see.
Time
Unless
to
you-
sit here rolling a die.
Literally, unless you roll into planet-wide or planar-wide destruction, I can win next turn.
Yeah, how does rolling the die work exactly?
You just click it. First roll is free. Every roll after that, you have to pay one more for.
One more what?
Mana.
And, like,
I
what are the
still-
effects? Like, how do the effects work?
You can scroll on. You can scroll into the card in the middle to find out.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
Nah. Screw your.
Yeah.
So the effect
Got a
is...
flyer now.
Yeah, I can't click it, because I'm dead.
You can scroll. Scroll.
Yeah, scroll.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Other stuff to talk about. It's mew-genics. It's a,
Eugenics, right.
Yeah.
A game by the
Yeah.
Edmund, what's his face?
Edmund McMillan and the rest of Team Meat. I forget who they are. And yeah, it's a cat fighting simulator. Yeah. As
Not
far
to
as we know. There's
Not to
going
be confused with regular cat fighting, which is illegal and should be frowned upon. It's a game where you play as cats who fight each other.
As far as I know, as far as it is known.
Take all of this to the face. -26.
Nice.
Oh. Looks like Albert won that one. And mew-genics is... We don't really know a lot about it, but we're going to find out some more on Saturday, possibly?
Yes, there's going to be a reveal about some information.
Sounds pretty great.
Saturday.
And with that, I think that'd be a good place to stop here, guys. Thanks for joining in. I'm Cameron. I, of course, was joined by the other video game guys, Albert and Brackett. Hopefully, next time you'll tune in for some more Magic the Gathering. We have some more topics prepared for you, and next weekend we'll probably bring in our opinions about the Sony Press Conference afterwards. See you next time.